Bonjour! Bonjour!
No.
Time for bladder check. Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, hi, I'm Laura. I'm gonna watch the trailer of The Last Kingdom of the new and final season right now. I don't know if I'm gonna post this video or not. One of you told me on YouTube yesterday that that's it, we had the trailer and we had also the release date. So I'm gonna watch it. I want to watch this trailer for sure. I'm filming my reactions to it and my thoughts also about it. I don't know if I'm gonna post this video or not because I don't know if my reactions and my thoughts are gonna be interesting enough or not. And I will see that if I'm gonna post it or not, but I wanted to watch it with you guys because this is the last season and after that we're gonna have a movie. I don't know, I think that one of you told me even the name of that movie. For sure, I'm glad that we're gonna have a movie. I don't care as long as the writers, you know, they have the place, the time to finish the story, to give an end to these characters that we love, to this story also, to end things right. I appreciate that when writers, producers, when a show has these opportunities, so I'm glad that we're gonna have a movie, and for sure I'm glad that we're gonna have an entire season to discover. That's gonna be great already. So I'm gonna watch it once without any break, and then I will watch it with breaks. I have to be honest, you know, I rewatched my last reaction video about this show, because you know that I binge watched all of this show. If you don't know it, now you're discovering it. You can find on my channel a playlist with all of my reaction videos about all of the episodes of The Last Kingdom since episode 1 of season 1. I really watched everything with you and I fall in love with these characters in front of you. So I'm gonna discover this trailer right now, but yes, I rewatched the last reaction video and also the last episode by the same time and my thoughts about the last episode, because you know it was a long time ago now that we had the last episode. I checked it, it was June of 2020, not June of 2021, June of 2020, like it was 1 year and a half ago, a little more than that. It's insane, like, oh, they made us wait a lot. So clearly I didn't have everything in mind and I had to check again, also not the names of the main characters, but you know, the names of the kids and all of that. I tried to check that. I'm sorry in advance if I'm making some mistakes during the trailer or during the review with the names of the kids, but it's just because of the fact that it was so long ago, like 1 year and a half more than that, that I have the names of the main characters, but I'm not sure of the kids. What I expect for this trailer, I hope that they're not gonna spoil everything you know about what is gonna happen during this season. I think that they're not gonna do that. Normally, The Last Kingdom, they're clever with that. For sure, I want Uthred. For sure, I want Finan. I want all of the group. For sure, I want Brida. You know how much I love her, you know how much I appreciate also her development through the seasons, like, it's insane. For sure, I want to have stuff about the story, about Edward, about his sons, about Etherstan, about all of that. And I want them also to hype us for this last season. But because of the fact that we're gonna have a movie after that, we have to have in mind that it's not the last season, in fact, you know, it's not gonna be the end of the story that season. So we can't expect it to have that melancholy that last season normally should have. Understand? We'll see. So yes, let's go for this trailer together. I'm excited by it. Oh, and also Uthred's wife, I did not forget. And I didn't give up. Maybe she's still alive. You know how much I loved Uthred. You know how much I cried. You know that I was a mess and that I felt like really it was a member of my family dying, how much I respected, admired, loved that character. So his wife is the last connection, you know, that we can have with him through this show. I want her back. And also, even, you know, considering that she's not the last connection that we can have with Uthred, her character is also amazing. Like, okay, she was annoying a lot of times, but her development into this show is also amazing, and the actress is really good. So I hope that she's gonna be there also. We'll see. Let's go. I'm so excited! I'm in stress also a little. I don't know why.
For many years there was peace between Saxon and Dane.
Time jump, like usually with the Last Kingdom, time jump.
The arrow's rotten. King Edward's eye wanders northwards. The dream of England has never been closer. These past weeks there have been stories, raiders seen with white marking on their faces.
The time has come to save our people!
Oh my
Yes,
baby!
Someone in Lord Uthred.
Oh, et Edward.
You will pay for this!
When we attach ourselves to these people, Uthred,
Do not think it is our choice.
because it is our destiny.
Your destiny is gonna be to fight against each other, kill each other.
There is mortal danger. Nothing is as effective as the stench of death.
You are strong enough. This is your destiny.
She's there.
Why?
Is it a part of destiny or of arrogance?
What your destinies brought me is pain and grief.
What do you say, Lord? Jumping some more.
Destinies are...
Teach your cousin a lesson. To Bebbanburg, then, Lord Uthred. To Bebbanburg! There was once to die Bebbanburg.
This is where the journey ends.
We have to consider that we're gonna have a movie after that, that this is the final season but not the final things for the show, so we're gonna have exciting things but nothing melancholic. I'm crying. It's good for you? I'm crying. Just this trailer, it's everything that I want for a final season, for the end of this show. It's everything that I want. What are they gonna do into the movie? I will check that later. It's everything that I want because destinies are. The fact that putting that on screen, like, shh. And we have everything, like, we have the story, like the main story, the history, with the fights, with things about Saxons and Danes. Like, we know that the Last Kingdom, they are really doing things great with that, they are really going for it, you know, in comparison of a show like Vikings, which was more a show about a family story in fact, and which was okay, accurate for a lot of things, but also took a lot of liberties with a lot of things. The Last Kingdom, they are really going for it a lot more, so we had that during the trailer, but also what I love is the fact that we have things for the characters, for Uthred, for his relationships, all of his relationships, friendships, but also loved ones. And what I felt just after watching this trailer for the first time, oh, I'm gonna need a tissue. What I felt just after it is the fact that we're gonna have a lot of things about Brida against Uthred, and it's killing me in advance. Be sure of it, it's killing me in advance, because you know how much I love these two characters, I love their relationship, their strong bond. Okay, they are against each other for a long time now, but they have so much respect for each other, like, and they had so much love also for each other, and in a way I think that it's still the case. And it's killing me in advance, because during the trailer they are really putting these two as enemies and as main enemies. Like the main story of this season is gonna be these two characters against each other, like the final face-to-face between them, and it's a mix between what they have to do for their people and also their personal story, the fact that he abandoned her, like they're not together anymore, and you know, love feelings, and also things, you know, about battles, about destiny, what they have to do and all. It's amazing, it's what I want. I know that it's what the show needs to do. Since seasons, I know that it's gonna happen at some point, and each time that they were face to face and they were against each other, each time I was suffering inside and I was saying, no, I don't want that, no, don't do that and all. But I know that the show was going into that direction and that at some point we would have it for good. For the final season, it's logical that we're having it for good, but it's killing me. I need a tissue. We had a little of Finan. We had a little of Alfred's wife. Oh, we had so many good things. I'm gonna rewatch it again with breaks. Not a lot of breaks because the trailer was pretty clear, you know. I don't have really to guess things into a lot of scenes. I just want to see our characters again.
Something's changed. The air is rotten.
This one? It's you and one of your kids, no? Uthred? Oh, it's totally someone else.
King Edward's eye.
Edward. Oh, you evolved. You're not the teenager that we left during the last season. Clearly, during the last season, he was the king, but he was acting like a teenager, like it was difficult for him to take decisions, and sometimes he was impulsive. For sure, we have a time jump between seasons. It's the Last Kingdom, and for sure he evolved and he had more experiences as a king, and I think also that what happened during the last episode of the last season, you know, with his kids, I think that it's gonna make him change a lot. He's gonna learn his lessons, you know, with that. So we'll see, in fact, who is gonna be during this season. I think that because of the time jump and because of his age during the last season, is gonna have maybe one of the most impressive change, you know, between his character in previous season and in this one. We'll see.
Brida, see.
Hello, you! I missed you also. You're part of the team. I mean, part of this show. This show is a team. It's rare for me, you know, to watch making of shows and stuff like that. Like, I appreciate it, but not for all of the shows. But this one, we can feel it, you know, through the show, that they have really good bonds together, that they are really a family, that they are really working together to do stuff great, and they want it, you know, they are really putting themselves into this show. So yes, it's one of the shows for which I'm watching the making of, and really I love that environment of work that they have together, and they are really like that together. So yes, you're a part of this team also, and I love you also. A little less than Finan, but no one can. We're gonna have... Yes, okay.
The time has
Marking on their faces. It's you, Brida, for sure. Oh. I love you, Brida. I love you so much. Again, she has one of the most impressive developments into this show. Can you imagine the Brida from season 1 and all? You can be like, no, in fact, she has no developments because she was always keeping the same direction into her mind. Like, she never changed with that, and you're right with that, but it's because of the fact that she's loyal to herself, to what she wants, to her people. But her, personally, all of what happened to her, all of what she suffered, Brida, I love you so much. But yes, again, this season is gonna be her facing on the ground, you know, with fights, but also personally, also with their backgrounds, also with their destinies. Oh! It's your kid? Father, she's coming from my bloodline.
Oh, she's coming from my bloodline.
Because she couldn't have a kid with you, she's gonna come for your bloodline. No, you're not gonna do that, Brida. Oh, Brida. No, no, no. And it's because of that that you're gonna be angry enough, you know, at her, like you're gonna hate her for good. You will pay for this. That's it, Brida. For them to be against each other and to finally switch with that, you know, to finally fight for good and kill each other, a limit has to be crossed, you know, and that's it. You're gonna attack his bloodline. And yes, because of this reason, like, oh, Brida.
Do not think it is our choice.
Because it is our destiny.
Destiny is brutal, that's it. People are gonna die. Cool.
There is mortal danger.
You're saying that too? Oh, you're gonna be like Uthred. How they made him, just how he's standing and his hair and his costume. I can deal with it. Hey, hello you! Hello! Shh.
You are strong enough. This is your...
I knew that you couldn't die just so easily. She's a fighter. I'm glad to see you again. I know that a lot of people are finding her annoying. I'm not. Again, her evolution, like... Why did he abandon me? Still in love, the two of you?
Bebbanburg, then Lord Uthred.
I forgot to say to, you know, just before that, saying that this trailer has everything that I want. Destinies or Brida against Uthred, all of these characters that we love, the main history, you know, the story, really big things happening, big events. Bebbanburg! At the end of how many seasons, you know, we had Uthred saying, let's go to Bebbanburg, like... I know, we went to Bebbanburg before now, but we knew that we had to go to Bebbanburg again.
There was one who died Bebbanburg.
This is where the journey ends.
March 9, it's gonna be soon, really soon. It's gonna be just after Vikings, you know, the spin-off of Vikings. I'm gonna try to react to the spin-off of Vikings. I will see if I'm gonna post my reaction videos about it, but for sure I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna film my reactions to it, and I will see if I'm gonna post it or not. But it's gonna be just after that. We're gonna have a month of March, guys, between Vikings, the spin-off, The Last Kingdom, and maybe also Peaky Blinders. That's gonna be an history shows month. Clearly. Whew, that was great. That was emotional for sure, but it has everything that I want again. Oh, I'm sorry for the light. Okay, I'm gonna let things like that and I'm gonna make a short review no matter what, so it's okay. It's enough for you to see me for this review. That's it. That's gonna be really something about this last season. You know, the big stories, the big events, Edward, what he's gonna decide, the fights, all of that, and also that last development for Uthred and Brida, the two main characters that we have since the beginning of this show, and these two facing each other on the battlefield with the fights, because they are there for their people and it's their destinies. Since the beginning it was gonna happen, we knew it, but also on a personal level with their love feelings. But what I didn't understand during the first time, you know, that I watched the trailer, and what I understood during the second time with you guys, the fact that since a long time now they are against each other, they are facing each other. We had a lot of, I was gonna say discussions, it's maybe not the good word for that. We had a lot of times with these two characters facing each other, being against each other. But they never killed each other, you know, it never went really to that point because of the fact that they still respected each other, they still loved each other in a way, but rather a limit is gonna be crossed and it's gonna be by Brida. Uthred is saying it, she's going for my bloodline, we saw it with his kid, and with the story, you know, of Brida, with the fact that she lost her kid like that, and with the fact that she can be still jealous and in love, and you know, all of these mixed feelings that she can have for Uthred, and their story together, I think that that limit is gonna be crossed, like she's gonna kill one of his kids or something like that. To have after that, you know, someone saying, I'm never gonna forgive that, forget that, like you're gonna pay for this. I think that it can be, you know, the limit crossed, you know, for Uthred finally fight and for good for the last time. But again, the movie is gonna be about what? 7 kings must die? Okay, so we already have a title for that movie. So you were right on the comments saying me that. The final book has him as an old man. Okay, just saying that it will finish the story of Uthred. Okay. Maybe of his family also, because if we're gonna have him as an old man, and if they are closing things like that into that last season, if they are closing the story with Brida during that season, I mean, for the last story, you know, that we're gonna have into the movie, it's gonna be more about the end of your family, you know, how things are gonna end for you for sure, but also for England and for your family, your kids. This last season is really promising, like, it's killing me in advance because I know that I'm gonna cry a lot. Brida against Uthred, all of what can happen because of that, like maybe your kid being hurt or killed, so many things can happen, are gonna happen. They are promising us so much with this trailer. Again, this trailer has everything that I can expect for a final season. All of the emotions, but also all of the things that we want. Our characters talking about destiny, for sure. Bebbanburg, Uthred facing Brida. A lot of fights, a lot of historic situations, you know, a lot of things about also Edward and his family. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be really great. I'm gonna cry so much. I can already predict it. I cried just with the trailer. Like, really, guys? Prepare the tissue for that season 5. Okay, I'm gonna end this video right now. Tell me what did you think about that trailer. Tell me what did you see that I didn't talk about during this video. Maybe I missed things, so please tell me that on the comments. And I will see you again for the season 5. So how it's gonna happen for the season 5? No matter what, you know, for now I didn't plan my schedule. They're gonna drop all of the episodes at once on one day. We know that with Netflix, with The Last Kingdom, that's how they're doing stuff. I'm gonna watch them, okay? I'm gonna begin to post my reaction videos about it on Patreon, and then 1 week after the show is released on Netflix, I'm gonna begin to post my reaction videos about the show. One video, you know, one episode at a time for each day. Do you understand what I mean? Like, on YouTube, if you are following me on YouTube, you're gonna have the first reaction video about the first episode of that season 5 1 week after the show is dropped on Netflix, because it's how I'm functioning. I'm not a streaming way to watch the show, I'm making reaction videos, so I need time to watch on these videos, but also I want to be fair with Netflix, with the show, with everyone which is working, you know, on this show, and I'm not a streaming way to watch it. I want to let you guys the time to watch it on your own, and then to come to watch my reaction videos about it. On Patreon, you're gonna have the episodes earlier, for sure. I don't know how many days of advance, like usually with an extended or full reaction part, and on YouTube it's gonna be 1 week after the first time that it's out on Netflix. Okay, it's all for you and for me for this trailer. Again, tell me what did you think about it, if you saw things that I didn't see, and I will see you for the season 5 now. It's all for me and for you for today, so it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.